Hey guys, it's Gabe on Music back with another video, and I know it's been a while, but I had to jump back on to talk about Weezer's 15th album, Van Weezer. Let me say something off the bat, I love that Weezer picked up their guitars on this one. Yes, I liked OK Human, but it's been all the way back since the White Album that Weezer has put up a straight-out rock album.
Let's rock today.
That is something that I go for Weezer for, and I appreciated it on the album. This album was delayed and was supposed to come out last year to coincide with the Hella Mega tour, but that tour has been moved to 2022 for obvious reasons. So what did I think of the album? Well, let's take it track by track. The album starts with Hero, which I enjoyed, but it wasn't one of my favorite singles they released off the album. It's a solid start to the album and has the classic Weezer style with a catchy chorus. Let me say at this point that is a common trend throughout the album. I love a lot of the choruses on this album. We then go into All of the Good Ones, which is one of my favorites on the album. It sort of has a Beverly Hills style in the boom clap kind of style. Again, the chorus is catchy AF and will get stuck in your head for days. Lyrically, it's a nice story of meeting a girl who was getting some iced tea. It's cute and has a nice vibe to it. We then go into my favorite song of the album, The End of the Game. I love this song since I first heard it in September of 2019 and I still love it now. I love the guitars and the build up at the beginning of the track, and then we get another catchy chorus. There's good reason this was chosen for the first single. We then jump into I Need Some of That, which I feel is one of the weaker singles but has grown on me over time. It sort of follows the classic Weezer formula that they perfected all the way back on Green, where it's verse, chorus, then the solo, which is just the melody of the song. Seriously, listen to the Green album and that's basically the entire album. With that said, I like the Green album, and I like this song as well. It has a very 80s feel and sings about the feeling of kids not wanting to grow up and riding their 10-speed bike around.
You got shocks, pegs, lucky.
It's almost signaling that Rivers wants to go back to that, saying he needs some of that. It also features studio banter from Rick Ocasek, the legendary producer and Cars frontman who passed away, which was a nice touch. We then go into the beginning of the end, which has a different mix than the one they released in relation to the Bill and Ted movie. Personally, I like the Bill and Ted mix better, but I still really enjoy this. Lyrically, it's a contrast from I Need Some of That, where they acknowledge their age with lyrics like, then sit back and read the Sunday Times. I love the solo in the song, and I think it's the strongest on the album. So we're off to a pretty good start, right? 5 in so far, and so far so good. Track 6, though, is Blue Dream, and the elephant in the room is that they borrowed the riff from Crazy Train. I didn't mind it at first, but when it didn't go away throughout the duration of the song, it got a bit much. The chorus is solid, but honestly, I would just rather go listen to Crazy Train when I hear this song. So I see what they were doing, but it's definitely not a song I'll go back to a lot. We then go into One More Hit, which has a very metal feel to it. I don't think it would be out of place on an album like Meldroid. The big issue here is the lyrics, in particular, the Please Daddy lyrics. It also has the feel of Do You Wanna Get High with the drug references, but it's just not as good as that song. The breakdown in the song is almost straight out of a Metallica song, which is a bit different. Don't get me wrong, this song isn't terrible and the chorus is pretty good, and if you like Meldroid, there is something here for you. But I feel like most of the song on Meldroid are just more memorable. But then we pick up with Sheila Can Do It.
You can do it!
I adored this song. It's just so much fun. It's simple, it's dumb, but it's dumb fun. I love the solo on the song, and the song doesn't overstay its welcome. Seriously, this song just puts a huge smile on my face. She Needs Me is alright, and that's really all I can say about it. It sort of just flies in one of your eardrums and out the other. The lyrics are kinda self-serving with weird humble brags. For example, he brags about being pretty good at recording his girlfriend's shows. Cool, dude. But overall, not bad. We end in classic Weezer fashion with an acoustic ballad in Precious Metal Girl. It's a nice end to the album and is in the same vein of Butterfly, Endless Bummer, or I Don't Want to Let You Go. I was expecting a guitar solo to end the song, which they have been known to do with closing tracks, but there was none to be found. I like the song, it's got some good metaphors, and it's a decent track. So we have gone through the album, and I would say I thoroughly enjoyed it. The problem I have with this album is pacing. Most of the heavy hitters and singles are at the beginning of the album, then it sort of tails off at the end. If I was structuring it, I would have staggered the singles a bit more. I really like the drumming on this record, and Pat puts in a great performance. Overall, I would give the album a 7.5 out of 10. It's not an all-time classic, but it's a solid late-era Weezer album, and I'm just happy they are back to rocking out again. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you like my content, and stay tuned for more coming soon.